Hello, this is Johnny Wall. I was just doing my video post for this. Week two, and of course, I'm ready for the Bills. Big day. But week two, I wanted to start off by introducing my placement. I am currently in a self contained classroom. They are grades 6 through 8, and their levels of reading all fluctuate. I have a student that is level at a beginning reader, and then I have a student all the way up to a K. Um, my students range in the areas of fluency. I haven't met my students yet. I meet them tomorrow, which is going to be a big day. Um, at the school that I'm at, we don't start instruction until Monday. And so I look forward to actually meeting them and to actually seeing where they are, because these levels that were given to me were given before, and from last year. And of course, with the whole COVID uh, shutdown, we had to, I'm sure that I'm going to see some regression of students and things along those lines. Um, the school that I will be doing this at is a Sweet Home School. It is very diverse. It has my specific class um, has all different ranges of abilities and also all different ranges of demographics. I have two ENL students. I have two students that have one-to-one aids, and I also have students that are functioning just a little slightly behind grade level. So I am working with a surplus of students that I have all different needs and different abilities. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be very, very challenging, but that's how we get better. Um, Now, my literacy specialist, her name is Nikki, and she is awesome. She actually has her doctorate. I met her because she is my personal mentor at the school, and she will is also going to be mentoring me in this final process as well. Um, she is amazing. She was a professor at Madai for a little bit, and now she works in the school as a consultant teacher. She wanted to get back to working with kids, and she is amazing. And the literacy program being used at my school right now, I'm using System 44 for my kids. Throughout the school, they use all different types of literacy programs, but I will be using System 44. I think I have one student that will be advancing into Read 180, but yet again, I haven't met my students, so I don't know their abilities or where they stand as of currently. And now to get into, the readings, I just want to hit some highlights of the things that I found most important, the things that actually helped me in this reading. In the chapter 2 of the literacy development, the one thing that really stuck out to me was like just a strategic stage, in like how that's more dense, and like the text start to like imply language, and it's not always literal language, and there's those areas that you sort of imply and make inferences while reading. None of my kids are there, but that was something where I was like, man, I really, really want to start building them to get to that. My the If I were to take like the average of my students, I would say that they're at the early developing stage, which they talked about in the reading, such as like making the sounds of letters, and trying to actually pronounce it. I am trying to just read what's on the paper before, even diving deeper into what the reading is. So, I mean, like this chapter was very cool because I could see like where my kids were and then where I want to get them. And for them to jump that it seems kind of difficult within a year span, but at least I can put them on the track to getting there. And then chapter 2 of the miscue analysis. The So the exercise I will use, I won't use it next week, but I'll use it in the future. Is this miscue? I mean, the vowel exercise 1, where they're reading words without vowels, and I think like that is such a good exercise because it sort of makes the kids have to think of what should go there, and then it also starts to break down of like, oh man, does this usually go there, and just to have them working at a different level and using those interpretation skills that I want them to get to on just breaking down words. I love that exercise. I'm so glad that I saw it. And then the other ones were like how my comprehension questions can be done correctly. I feel as if I don't use enough open-ended questions, and I would love to get back into that. So more of the whys and things along those lines. I feel like my comprehension questions are usually lower level, and I want to get to higher level thinking questions. So seeing the way they spoke about comprehension questions was awesome. And then finally, the chapter 3, the one thing that I still to this day can't really understand, and reading through it, and I read over it a couple of times, is like the three queuing system of how like graphophonic and syntactic and semantic are like all different. I try to read through, and hopefully, we do these posts so people are looking at it, and we sort of form a community, and hopefully somebody can like sort of simplify it for me, because I don't really understand the difference between those. But that was really something that stuck out to me in that chapter. But thank you for watching. Have a good one.